Hi guys, so today we're going to do a water change. So I have removed all the rocks and took some of the coral stones that we have, so to use just as part of the decoration. And I just thought that doing the water change, why not change the entire decoration inside? So I took the artificial plants that we have also. We're just going to rinse everything. So before we continue on, I took out my coradoras. So I have 3 panda coradoras and 2 peppered coradoras as our bottom dwellers, and I'm just afraid that I would suck them by this siphon hose. And because they're tiny, it's safe to remove them out of the tank first and do my job trying to clean all the substrate. So what I'm doing here is that I know where the areas where the food is, sometimes sink in, so I don't want to really remove all the substrate and then start with the 100% water change. So what I'm just doing is that I'm just trying to go to the spots where I know most of the food goes to and got stuck. And as you could see, I'm just trying to avoid the fish from getting closer to the siphon hose, and then try to dig as much as I can to suck in all the gunk and poop and all the waste that the fish have disposed inside the substrate or the tank. So one thing here is that we're going to clean the water and also the substrate. So it's taking a little while because I want to make sure I have covered all the spots where I know I seldom use the, because when you have the decoration it's really hard to do this, so that's why I remove everything from the tank there. And another thing that you can use is this catch net, and this catch net actually helps you a lot to catch all those waste that is floating. And as you can see there are white things that floats around. Really makes a big help in removing all those big floating waste inside your aquarium. Another thing that you can use is this sponge glass cleaner. It's just a regular sponge, but this tool actually helps to scrape all the algae that is forming inside your glass tank. So if you would see, it's kind of a bit brownish already with the foam, and on the other side of that it's more of like a scrubber, but I don't want to use that as we don't have that much algae that we have on the glass, so just to avoid scratching the glass. And here, as I remove the overhead filter, so I just rinse it a bit, but I have the fiber filter, and what I do is just I rinse it running water through it, and as you can see from brown, I somewhat remove a bit of it. And we don't rinse it with soap, just water, and we just want to remove this brownish color from this filter. And the rest of it, I just rinse it the same way as I did with the fiber. As for the artificial plants that we have, and also the coral stones that we have there, I just rinse it with water and just somewhat runs water through it. I don't really scrub it, but just to remove a bit of the waste if ever there's any. So as we speed up a bit of how we are to rearrange or redecorate, good thing is that we have this submersible filter that we can move around, but I just try to push all the big stones because I want to elevate another part or the back part of this aquarium. As for our decoration. So I am trying to place these two big rocks and put a little tunnel or like a bridge, so that fish can play around. My plan is that the front side of the tank will be somewhat leveled or a flat surface, and then the back part is somewhat elevated, and I am planning that the obstacle will be at the back side so they can have a more space for swimming area at the front side of the tank. And I tried to rearrange the rocks, and then placing all the artificial plants so they can find a place to hide, or to nibble on at the back part. And I'm just trying to eyeball if things are distributed equally whenever I do decoration inside the tank. So I place all the small artificial plants on the front, and then I try to balance out all the artificial plants and rocks at the back part, and so just to free the space at the front. And it's easy to clean because usually you feed them the front side of the tank. And so here are the coral rocks that I have separated earlier, so just to put a little accent to the front side of the tank. And the reason why it's dark because the lid of the tank is removed, and that's where I place my light for the tank. So it's kind of a bit dark. It's the room light that make us see what's going on. So I run the filtration system, the overhead filtration system, to help us out clean up all those food waste putting in the water. So as you can see, even though we're on a speed, the fish are actually enjoying what's going on, and they're very curious actually what I'm doing. So here it is. This is how our decoration end up, and I'm just trying to check if we have balanced out the artificial plants and the rocks. So I'm just trying to show you how much water I have removed from the tank, so it's not really a 50%. And what I'm gonna do is that now that we're done putting all the big rocks and the artificial plants, I will put back all my corridors in. And as you can see, they're very tiny and cute. And I love to hold my fishes whenever I'm doing a cleaning. And they're very fast. You didn't even see that the panda corridora made it inside the aquarium. And actually I can use my hands here, but I opt not to because it's really a fast fish. And there, I love to scoop them actually and hold them. And there you go. Woo! It's like a jet. We're going to replace new water inside the tank. As you could see, are splashes of water going in. And you have noticed there's a bottle right in front of the camera right now. And I just want to show you that I have mixed already. I usually put salt, and also using this chlorine eliminator or anti-chlorine. I just want to make sure, even though that we have an old water already inside the tank, I don't want to risk the life of my fish, as our water here in the Philippines have chlorine. And I just want to make sure that nobody dies doing this water change. To make sure, I do it gradually, replacing new water inside. And here it is. So let there be light. So I placed my light on top of the tank already, and though it's a bit cloudy because the filtration system has just started its job, and I'm just checking here um, if we went well with doing the decoration. And I think my fishes are so happy because they comes right in front of the tank and plays with the bubbles. So guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hope Cocina 101. And also you can check all my playlists. We do have planting adventure, travel vacation escapade, cooking at home, arts and more. And also don't forget to like or leave a comment or suggestion, and I do appreciate you taking time. Continue on watching because I'm planning to add more fishes in this 50-gallon aquarium, and I hope you enjoy watching, and it's really a stress relieving hobby, though you take responsibility for every life that swims inside this aquarium. And here is Bumper, the one that goes through the substrate, and Pom Pom, which is a pearl scale. We have Red, which is the red cap, and this is Kiranda, who is always startled and loves to play hide and seek with me. You saw one of the Rominos, and then again we do have 3 Panda Coridora, and there's 2 of the peppered Coridoras. Stay tuned because we'll be adding more to this family. And so till next time, bye bye.